Welcome to the channel, everybody. If you're anything like me, you spent the last inauguration hiding under a weighted blanket, stress-eating leftover election cake. But fear not, patriots, because democracy, in all its messy glory, keeps on chugging along. That's right, we're diving headfirst into the grandeur, the spectacle, the sheer. That was Donald J. Trump's 2025 inauguration. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take a glorious, nostalgia-filled trip through time. And let me tell you, the snacks are on Mike Pence this time. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Folks, let's be honest, no Trumpian event is complete without a healthy dose of crowd-sized debate. It's as American as apple pie, baseball, and arguing about the Electoral College. And this inauguration, oh, it was a doozy. The Trump camp, naturally, claimed record-breaking attendance, a sea of red hats stretching as far as the eye could see. The media, ever the skeptical voice of reason, bless their hearts, presented aerial photographs that looked suspiciously less populated. Who to believe? Well, that's the beauty of America, isn't it? You get to decide. But remember, facts are like tiny little vegetables. Nobody wants them on their plate, but they're surprisingly important. The inaugural address, a time for soaring rhetoric, unifying messages, and subtly reminding everyone who the true winner is. This year, President Trump, in his infinite wisdom, treated us to a speech that can only be described as vintage Trump. We heard about the rigged system, the fake news media, and the beautiful, beautiful wall that, spoiler alert, is still not funded by Mexico. But hey, hope springs eternal, right? There were promises of American prosperity, American strength, and of course a healthy dose of America first. And who could forget the classic Trumpian hand gestures, the pointing, the thumbs up, the air quotes that make you wonder if even he knows what he's saying. It was a linguistic symphony, folks, a masterpiece of self-promotion and thinly veiled grievances. Chapter 3, The Guests, Who's Who in the MAGA-verse. Now, what's an inauguration without a star-studded guest list? And by star-studded, I mean a bizarre mix of political allies, family members who seem vaguely aware of where they are, and at least one guy who looks like he wandered in from a Civil War reenactment. We saw familiar faces like Ted Cruz, looking like a man who accidentally wore his wife's glasses to a very important meeting. And who could forget the first family? Melania, ever the enigma, graced us with her presence, looking like she'd rather be literally anywhere else. Don Jr. and Eric were there, of course, because someone has to run the family business while Dad's busy running the country into the ground. It was a veritable who's who of Trump world, a gathering of the faithful come to witness the dawn of a new and vaguely terrifying era. Chapter 4. The protests. Dissent is patriotic, except when it isn't. Of course, it wouldn't be a Trump inauguration without a healthy dose of good old-fashioned American protest. Because in this country, even if you don't like the guy in charge, you still have the right to peacefully assemble and let him know exactly what you think of his hair. There were marches, there were chants, there were signs so clever they'd make a Shakespearean sonnet blush. From environmental activists to immigration advocates, from healthcare supporters to people who just really hate the way he says China, the streets were alive with the sound of democracy in action. And sure, some might call it divisive, but I prefer to think of it as passionate civic engagement. Plus, the protest signs make for great Instagram content. Chapter 5, Fashion Faux Pas and Patriotic Power Suits. And finally, no inauguration analysis would be complete without a thorough examination of the fashion choices on display. Because, let's be honest folks, politics is just high school with a bigger budget. Melania, as always, kept us guessing, this time sporting a look that can only be described as regal alien overlord attending a state dinner in space. Ivanka, never one to be outdone, opted for a power suit so sharp it could cut through the debt ceiling. And then there were the hats. Oh, the hats. From the sublime to the ridiculous, the hats were a sartorial symphony of patriotism, questionable taste, and at least one that looked suspiciously like a taxidermied squirrel. It was a feast for the eyes, folks. A reminder that even in the serious world of politics, there's always room for a little bit of fashion fun. Outro until next time the saga continues. Well, folks, there you have it. Another Trump inauguration in the books. Another 4 years of whatever it is we're calling this. It was a day of spectacle, of controversy, of fashion choices that could launch 1,000 memes. But most importantly, it was a reminder that even in these divided times, America endures. And that, my friends, is something worth celebrating. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.